Hi guys, welcome back to another trade recap video. Just wanted to run through the trades that we took today. There was 3 in total, and as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, it was a good day. There was a 29R net win across the 3 trades. So just wanted to go through them for you. Today's date is the 20th of the 6th, 24, and let's have a look at the first one. So this was a silver bullet setup. All of the times for this video are going to be given to you in UK time. The silver bullet started at 8 o'clock this morning. What we actually had was a sweep of the previous session. So this was Asia high here. London immediately opened and swept Asia high. What we then waited for was a market structure shift to the downside, which we actually had on this candle here. So after this candle was put in, we broke this low. That was then our market structure shift. We had left 2 fair value gaps. Now, one was here, as you can see with this box, and the other was this box. So the decision would have been at the time, do you want to wait for this to be potentially tagged in for the trade, or do you want this one to be tagged into the trade? Typically I like to go for the higher fair value gaps. The lower ones, for me, to be honest, obviously get hit more, but then what I find is they quite often then go through the lower in order to get to the upper. The only real downside to this trade was everything happened within the silver bullet window. You can see the pink hatch line there. So we're within the silver bullet hour. The only problem was that the sweep candle was monstrous. It was a very, very large sweep candle. To put that in perspective for you, I think it was about 40 points. Oh no, that's rubbish. Ignore that. It was a 14 point wick. Now, in order for a stop loss to be placed, I typically like to protect the high or the low before the silver bullet setup. So I didn't take this trade for full transparency. The reasons I didn't take it were I wanted to wait for the 2 minute to get tagged rather than the lower one. As you can see, once we broke structure here, we never come back to the 2 minute. I could have gone for the 1 minute, this entry here, and I'm not sure who did in the live Discord, but the stop loss for here, if I took it, I personally would have wanted it at least up here. So it was a valid trade. What I didn't like was this, because I do like to protect the highs and the lows. I wasn't obviously going to be placing a stop loss up there. So I looked at this, noticed we hadn't tagged into the 2 minute, had a pending limit order on the 2 minute with a stop loss just above here, which I still wasn't entirely happy with, as I said, because the high was up there. So I didn't take it. I don't know who did in the chat, but it was a trade that was obviously called out. I highlighted these areas and said, well, it's more than likely going to hit one of them. These are the pros for going for this one. These are the pros for going for that one. So valid silver bullet trade. I think it was 1 to 10.8. So let's round that up, say 1 to 11. It did take quite a while. This is the target, by the way, just this line here. It did take a while to get down there. We'd obviously come down there, it looked like we were going to maybe start to retrace, but then we smashed through the target there. It went into free fall, really. So that was the first trade. As I say, it was the first silver bullet of the day, so that's 8 o'clock, which coincides with London Open. Sweep, market structure, retracement into the fair value gap, and rode it down to the previous low. Excuse me. Second trade was here, and this is a trade that I've just taken in the New York session. Excuse me. We inversed this fair value gap that's highlighted in black. I didn't like this because we'd already taken some liquidity and we left an equal low there. So when it retraced back into the fair value gap again, just there, I took the trade. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to have a drink, I think. It retraced into there, and then I rode this one down. The reason I kept riding this was New York Open was on this candle. we had Asia lows down here. We had the Asia lows from today, the Asia lows from yesterday, and the London low from yesterday as well. So I wanted to target a bigger move. So with that in mind, there was a few of us from the Discord in this. We entered, we rode it down, and just before we got to the 230 candle, we basically moved our stop losses to around here. The reason being is if the New York Open had been an impulsive candle to the upside, the chances of getting slippage are quite high because they're very big, they're very fast candles. So we moved our stop losses to here just to see what it was going to do and try and minimise slippage. It then went down. We got this candle rejecting here, so I got out of the trade there, and that was a 1 to 19R. So we had the 11 from earlier and obviously the 19. That takes us to 30R for the day. The next setup was another silver bullet setup. We were slightly early for it, but I'm happy to take silver bullet trades 10 minutes either side of the window max. What you'll notice is that we had come down, and as previously mentioned, when we inversed here, we took 2 lots of Asia lows and a London low. We've then we've then broken structure here, which was then our trigger to go long. Obviously we've swept lows, so we're looking for longs. Market structure, we left a 3-minute fair value gap just around this area, put a limit order there. Stop was just about here where it's shown on the chart, and we come down and we got tagged in, and then obviously it went on for a 1R loss. So there was 3 trades in total. The first one obviously 11, second one was 19, that was your 30. This would have been a 1R loss, so still a 29R day. Would have been nice to get this in for the hat trick, but I'm sure you'd agree 29R in one day is pretty exceptional trading. So with regards to price action since then, we never really got any further action after this one. We obviously had this really big push down, which was what stopped us out of the silver bullet long. Then we come up, we took, we've stayed at this level for ages, like table topping. We've come down, we've now broken it, but with regards to any further trades, that's me done for the day. So I will check in again tomorrow. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you're watching this and you're not in the Discord group, I'll leave a link below. It's free. We trade live every day. Feel free to come along. It'd be great to see you. And if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments below or pop over to the Discord. Speak to you soon. Bye.